What's going on, YouTube? Today is February 20th, 2024. How the time goes by. Just started the video and I'm already dropping stuff. Y'all know me. So, there's cash rich and asset rich. What do y'all think's up in here? Any guesses? Anything cool? So, I like to buy things. That old saying, I can't afford to buy cheap things. I like that because, for some things, because they break and you have to replace them more. But sometimes it just makes sense to buy cheap things. What are cheap things? Well, to me, it's metal right now. It sort of comes from Hero Bullion. I do not think Hero is the best place to buy platinum. But sometimes it's easier than just sitting there and having to sign for a package. It is what it is. Get off me. First of all, let's start with some ASE action. Silver and gold. Well, especially silver and platinum. Gold not as much, though. I think long term, gold's going to go up over time. They're buys. Silver and platinum are great buys. They're cheap right now. And man, the fact that this tube only has 15 and now 17 ASEs drives me friggin' nuts. I think these are... my eyes are getting old. 2024s maybe. My first two, I think. It's cool. They look like the 2023s. Nothing, remarkable. But it's 2 more ounces of value added to the stack. Excuse me. And that means I need 3 more to complete another tube, which will put me at 6 tubes of ASEs, and I just started stacking them last year, toward the end of the year. I'm doing okay. Let's get into this, though. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that platinum. Another teeny tiny 1/10 ouncer, I know. I'm not a rich man, but I do believe in buying things when they're cheap. And I think platinum has a lot of room to grow. I think it has a lot of potential. It's under half what it... And you hear this a lot about silver. Trust me, I know. Silver's half of its all-time high, or less than half of its all-time high. Yeah, it is. And it has been for a very, very long time. Both pre and, post what was it, 79, 80, and then it did well again for a while. Now, do I love silver? I sure do. It's my favorite metal. But platinum has not been at its 50% of its all-time high for nearly as long, so I'm going to hedge my bets. Oh, I love that sound. It's the sound of satisfaction. And that's why I'm getting into platinum. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I'm going to give you a little secret. There's 2 more pieces in there, so I'll be at 1.5 ounces of platinum as of the 20th of February, and I started stacking, I believe, January 8th with platinum. So I'm digging that. I do have a new LCS that I found on my new travels to work. I can't even remember the name of the shop, but there's a couple on the way that I'm going to check out, and I'm excited to get into that. And of course, Coins on the Boulevard on McLoughlin has been great to me. I need to get in there as well too. Problem is, I work a lot of days now when the shops are open, so it's harder for me to do that. I need to use my upcoming days off to go in there and check out my friends down at Coins on the Boulevard. It's been a while, but and I need to ask him some questions about platinum. How he feels about it. I've never looked for platinum in a shop because at the time I wasn't interested because I didn't know enough about it. So I gotta go ask him some questions. Maybe we'll shoot a video at some point. He's agreed to do that months ago. I just haven't done it. I think that'd be cool. Anyway, Hero is not the best place to buy platinum. Best place I have found is Money Metals. Period end. I hear a place called Liberty is good. I don't know from personal experience. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, but I am of the mindset that I want to stack, I want to buy assets that are undervalued. I don't want to buy things at the top of the market. I want to buy what I call value assets, things I can get a good value out of. And that, is, and of course it's all speculative. At the very end of the day, it's a good way to save my fiat in another form, in another way. And that's what I'm going to do. And I invest in Bitcoin. I know a lot of y'all hate that. I play with other, cryptos. There goes the computer. I remember to turn the phone down, then the computer speakers go off. Certain stocks, index funds, mutual funds. I like to buy value assets. So that's I think that's key. And if I hold on to a bunch of cash, I can pretty much be rest assured that it's going to go down in value. At least I'm trying to do something. People who don't try to do anything, I think are going to be in for a world of hurt if they're in cash only. Although, there are worse places to be than cash, make no mistake, in my opinion. That being said, again, not a financial advisor. Check me out on Rumble. Link in the description to every YouTube video below, where you can find me there. Drop a comment, hit the follow. Drop a comment over there so I know you're there. I've been pretty active over there. I'm going to continue to be active over there. I've got some cool stuff coming up on the old YouTube here pretty quick, actually. Within the next week and a half. That'll be interesting. Excuse me. I may actually tell y'all a story that's a little embarrassing, but it proves the case for stacking silver. And in this case, it happened to be constitutional, or what I call pieces of me. So it's a bit embarrassing. I'll probably get hammered, but it is a story that is true and recent, and it is a story that makes the case for silver. Silver's use. And I think gold is useful as well, don't get me wrong, but this just happens to be about silver. So make sure you stick around, make sure you check in. Sometimes the notifications don't tell people who's posting what. Sometimes people get unsubscribed. It's what old YouTube has been known to do. And make sure you check me out on Rumble. I'm doing a lot over there. I'm doing some unboxing videos over there. This actually concludes all the metal orders I have on the way at the moment. But it's payday tomorrow, so who knows? That could change. Generally, I average between 2 and 4 orders, usually 4, pending at all times. That's my happy place. But I do need to get into, my LCS a little bit more. It's been a while since I've been down there. I need to explore these new ones that I've run into and that I've discovered on my path at my new location. In fact, there's one just way close to where I work, and I didn't notice it for the first couple weeks. I'm like, what? So I gotta go check that out. That being said, again, not a financial advisor. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. And whatever you do, keep stacking.